God, it's happening again. Oh, little Sonny Brady and Omori. Hello, and welcome to what I presume will be the end. From where we left things last time, I don't think we're getting through this without some kind of confrontation. If we're going to accept the truth, probably going to have to fight for it. Oh, man. A lot of heavy stuff going on here. But for now, still got a little bit of exploring to do. One last afternoon with our friends. And I'm curious what we'll find now that we have everybody kind of on the same page. Looks like the bus is late today. Will the scooter gang accept us? Or are we still going to have petty fights with them? Hey, well, looky here. It's Aubrey and the nerds. Okay, there's a little bit of pettiness still. Hey, Kim, how's it hanging? Oh, you know, pretty good, pretty good. My dad said he's going to take us to a sick party tonight. Should be cool. Oh, yeah, we're going to party. Kim's a lot of talk, but she's got a big heart. And me, I got some big muscles. The doggo. You're a good boy, Hector. This looks like Kellen Hero's parents, no? Doggone it. Kelly, your old man is such a fool. We're at a beautiful picnic, but I forgot the most important ingredient. Meat. Could you spare some time and buy me some of the good old cheap stuff at Other Mart? Here's some cash. Just talk to the meat man in the back. 20 bucks for the meat man. You got it, Kel's dad. Well, hello, boys. Good to see you're finally spending some quality time with me. Please, stay for a while. We're having the best weather today. No, we've got bigger things to do, Mom. We've got mysteries to solve. Kind of curious if there's anything we can find back here. Trying to feed it some fish. Yeah, of course. Oh, maybe we can get some fish at the meat mart. For the kitty. Oh. That looks like Basil and little Sonny Brady. I'll tell you what I do appreciate about this game and its approach to storytelling. There's a lot of stuff I don't like about its storytelling, like that it just hides really important stuff way out of where you would naturally go. Oh, hang on. Too much going on here. What I like is that the relationship between little Sonny Brady and Omori is not like narrated. Like, there's no character who's like, gosh, that part of you is trying to destroy you. Because, like, I like that it is just left to inference. Because it's not really such a complex idea in terms of fiction, right? The shadow self. It's complicated in the therapy world because it does require us to think abstractly about the self. And everyone's relationship with themselves is a little different. And as I alluded to in the last episode, it's kind of one of the most important things to me to listen to for doing any kind of personal development or therapeutic work. And we'll get into why as we go throughout this, because I do see a confrontation coming, but it's not time for that yet. Still got some fun to have with our friends before things get dark again. Hey, Brady. Sorry I was so mean to you before. I think seeing you just caught me by surprise. I guess that's a pretty crappy excuse. I hope you've been doing okay and stuff. I'm sure everything was really hard for you to deal with. Sometimes I think I was the one that should have been there for you. I don't know if we'll really ever get over Mari's death. But it's okay to take it slow. To allow yourself to feel every emotion. I knew I liked Aubrey for good reasons. That's what I've been saying this whole time. your emotional range. The good and the bad. To have patience. Anyway, I just want you to know that I still care about you and stuff. I've been thinking about this since I saw you, but I think you're looking a little pale. I'm kind of thin, too. After you move, promise me you'll go outside more often, okay? She's also the first person to really take notice of, like, little Sonny Brady's condition. His affect, his presentation. If I had to guess, I think it's because she can see that, like, what's going on with Sonny is kind of a consequence of his own self-relationship being really out of balance. Because I think that she, maybe more than the others, is pretty in tune with herself. She's made more deliberate changes, both physical and emotional, to herself in the aftermath of Mari's death and the friends splitting up, which makes me think that she does quite a bit of, like, self-reflection. And we know it's been suggested that she received a lot of judgment from other people. And when you're judged by someone else, it's kind of hard not to reflect on yourself quite a bit. Like, as much as I like Kel, and I think that he's a very smart little boy in some respects, I don't see him as someone doing, like, a ton of really deep introspection. I think he gets by on always moving forward, which is why he was maybe the quickest to develop out of grief, but not to say it was any easier for him. It's just that's the path he took. Whereas it does feel like Aubrey has spent a lot of time really thinking about how this experience reshaped her, about who she wants to be and what her values mean to her and all of those things. I think that's why she's kind of the leader of the scooter gang, because she does have a very strong character. And why she did not sort of acquiesce immediately to the old friend group, because, like, I think she's been quite thorough in reflecting on herself, which is kind of why I think she can see there's, like, some things in contention with little Sonny Brady, who is lost and has been lost for a long time. And you can tell, like, physically, if you look at him, he's just completely unexpressive. Like, there's no light in his eyes compared to the others. He did have light in his eyes in the title screen, though, interestingly. But yeah, I'm wondering if she can sort of see something the others can't. It was nice to get a little moment of reflection with her, though. I think we've got quite a bit of trash to turn in at this point. Yes, I have a lot of trash. $9 for all the trash we've picked up. Not doing so hot in the dollary dues department as we have been with our clams. Oh, there's another piece of trash. I mean, you got to look after your community. $1 per trash bag is pretty good, actually. Intimidating girl. When Baby told me about her crush, I had to see him for myself. So far, he's a no-show, but Baby, it told me that we're looking for someone with an obviously fake blonde wig. Baby has pretty bad taste in guys. Who's gonna look after her when I go back to college? I told my big sister about my crush. She wanted me to show him to her. So we're standing around where he usually hangs out with his friends. Okay. It's a maverick. Maybe he's hanging out at the old fountain where we originally found him. Let's check out hobbies. Look at all these super rare and expensive trading cards. I want to complete my collection, but I only have $5. It sucks to be a kid. What's this? There's a fresh $20 bill in my butt pocket. This must be my lucky day. I guess I can afford at least one super rare card today. This place is kind of small, but it has a lot of old and rare collectibles. I think I've talked to that girl like 8 times at this point. Oh, here's a little event. Do you want to read comics with your friends? Of course I do! Oh! Oh, I love this. Oh, it's so cute. Just like old times. Man, it's so curious how Aubrey is. Yeah, she's looking around a lot at them, both at the picnic and here. Yeah, it's natural for her to still be kind of nervous, I guess, about any kind of vulnerability, even if it's with people she knows. Oh, can we eat pizza together as well? Just shoot the shit with my friends. Oh, it warms my heart to see like all of them together, especially little Sonny Brady, just out with his friends. Jeez, Kel, save some for everyone else. Wow, he really did blast the whole thing, huh? All right, let's go get that sketchy meat. Oh, maybe we can get some fish. With the cat! Yeah, I'll spend $10 for to feed a cat. Spend all my money to feed the cat. Did he want me to buy like $20 worth of meat, or just... He just gave me $20. I don't know. I guess we probably only need one. Okay. We've got what we needed. Anything to do over here? So let's return to what I discussed in the very beginning of the playthrough, which is the idea of protective factors and risk factors. For example, little Sonny Brady is no longer carrying a dangerous weapon. And we're not running into kids who also have dangerous weapons. We've also not been alone at home with dangerous weapons over the last couple of days. We've kind of developed some community support. We have trustworthy friends, meaningful activities to engage with. You know, these are not the things that we would look at and say, oh, those will cure your depression, but they are protective factors from it getting worse. They can also improve things quite measurably. Like one of the criteria for, you know, major depression is like a loss of interest or pleasure in doing anything. And we can clearly see that Brady, little Sonny Brady, is enjoying his time with his friends again. I mean, he's reading the comics, he's getting pizza with them. If I take the like meta narrative aspect of like me wanting to shortcut through headspace as what little Brady actually wants as well, like he's probably over headspace too. Like he probably just wants to kind of fucking stop hanging out there, because the more we've become attached to our own world, the more Omori has also been less and less of an escapist opportunity for us. Headspace has become Omori's world, not like Sonny's vicarious experiences of his own fantasies. We don't need that shit anymore. We've got real friends. We've got real responsibilities. And real feelings. So we're protected from getting worse in some ways. And I also think that like these like little ways of finding closure have been really important for him. Sonny has not only grieved the loss of his sister, but the loss of his friends, the loss of his lifestyle, the loss of meaningful activities, and the loss of a hope for the future. And a lot of that has kind of come back into place. The thing that he's really missing is whatever trauma we're going to reintegrate is going to damage his psyche. It is going to harm him in a way that makes him confront the part of himself that he is not happy with. Which again keeps on leading me back to this like feeling that he has some role or responsibility in Mari's death. And I've gone through like pretty much every option as far as like her death was an accident and, you know, maybe Basil or Sunny was involved, or she took her own life and maybe it was because of something with Sunny, or that he just straight up like did something to her. Like whatever it is, it's really, really bad. Like really bad. And the only way that he's going to be able to withstand learning about it is if he has some of these protective factors. One of the perspectives that I think is really valuable in thinking about what we're up against here, which is like integrating a very harsh truth about the self and what protects us from losing our fucking minds and hating ourselves when we may have done something like that, is our self-esteem. And you can think about self-esteem as being this kind of shield that protects you, in this case, Sunny, from negative thoughts about the self, that I'm a bad person, that I did something horrible, that I'm to blame for this, I'm responsible, I'll never be good. Like every single one of those thoughts has the potential to get very deep into Sunny's mind and distort his self-image. And we have these thoughts all the time, right? Like when I mess something up, you know, actual Brady, not little Sunny Brady, but me, Brady, can be vulnerable to those things. You know, I'm such a fuck up, right? It gets its way in, and we start to build on it, and it becomes a part of the identity the more we reinforce it. And that's going to happen when our self-esteem is pretty low. Like it's not going to be very fortified against the negative self-evaluation that can lead to long-term depression, right? As we reinforce more and more ideas about how terrible we are and we'll never get out of things. And it's to the point that Sunny is so vulnerable to those thoughts that he literally almost has no self-esteem. And the goal is, of course, to raise our self-esteem, to strengthen it as much as we can, so that when something happens and there's a negative thought that comes to your mind, it almost doesn't make it to your core. You're able to thwart off that kind of invasive thought that's like, I am the worst person who ever lived, because you have this ability to rationalize that thought. You have healthy ways of coping with it. You have these protective factors that keep your mind from integrating those thoughts in such a negative way. This is partially why, like, one of my main starting points with people who are dealing with depression, and it was the starting point for me, was like, where is our self-esteem at? Because the protective factors are only one layer of this, like the friends, the, you know, having a good job, or like whatever it is, like no one thing is going to solve the problem of depression. Having good self-esteem is not going to eliminate all negativity in your life. It's just, it makes it less likely that negative ideas about the self will penetrate to your core and cause like long-term negative core beliefs to develop. And what I can see is that probably being around his friends again has helped strengthen this, because the idea of, oh, I'm the worst person ever, when you stand it up against, well, why are these 3 other people spending their time with me? Like it doesn't go as far, maybe. There's no redeeming me for whatever happened or whatever I did, so I must be an awful person. Well, I've also just seen people forgive one another, and I have trust that I'd be accepted by my new friends. So you can see how, like, protective factors, they're not a cure. They're a layer of protection, of course. Things that we can do to improve our self-esteem are pretty necessary for working your way out of a depressed state, and then also making sure that we don't slide back into it. And so what is it that you have to do to raise that self-esteem? Well, it could look like a lot of things, which, like I said, we'll get into. Aubrey, hold on a second. I want to buy a drink. No, not this one. What? You're buying soda, but you're passing on good old Orange Joe? How could you? Ugh, you still drink Orange Joe? It's so grossly sweet. I love how expressive she is in real space. Like it was made for babies. Oh yeah? It was made for babies. Why would it contain 150 milligrams of caffeine per can? Do your research, Aubrey. Whatever. Everyone knows Orange Joe tastes putrid. You're probably the only person in the world who buys this crap. Now you're getting personal. How dare you insult my dear friend Orange Joe? When was the last time you even tried it? I'll show you. Cal, what are you doing? Hey, this can's design is from like 5 years ago, and it's expired. I told you. No one buys this stuff. Worry not, my friend. My dear friend Orange Joe. No matter what, I'll still drink you. Delicious. You're gross. And you owe me $1. Yeah, I'll give it to you later. That is adorable, their little interactions. You can actually see a little bit of the different characters where their self-esteem is at, right? There are aspects of Aubrey that things bother her, like an idea will come in and sort of influence her, like, you know, she gets easily embarrassed by things. But at the same time, I feel like she has very quick ways of bouncing back. Like, her self-esteem isn't so much about having a very rigid, you know, boundary that protects her completely. It's like more flexible because she's kind of reactive to things, but she does compose herself and she has good values, but her turnaround is not instantaneous, let's say. And I can relate a lot to that. I feel like my self-esteem is similar. Like, there are definitely times where I just like, I have these warped areas of it that, whether it's like a little bit of imposter syndrome or, you know, I suddenly start to feel like nobody likes me, or I don't know what I'm talking about, or, you know, I make a couple mistakes, and it happens, you know, especially like in the therapeutic work, like not everything I do is perfect. And when you're dealing with people's emotions, like when I have like a bad therapy session, like, yeah, it's not a great feeling up here. Because you also feel like you might have mishandled someone else's, you know, emotions in a way. And that's why I have like colleagues and I go to supervision and, you know, do a lot of self-reflection myself. Because self-esteem is more like an immune system than it is a one and done exercise. Your immune system can be great if you're keeping up with it, if you're eating well, if you're exercising, if you're like doing good things, but it can also just like not be great sometimes because you stop taking care of certain things. And when I stop taking care of certain things, I stop, you know, doing my own self-reflection. I stop journaling. I stop pushing myself to learn new things. I might stagnate, and yeah, my self-esteem will lower, and I'll be more vulnerable to irritation, and I may lash out at times. And you know, like, you shouldn't look at this analogy for self-esteem as something you can complete. It's something you have to maintain constantly, and you just won't. You just have to accept that you won't, and you get better and better at recognizing the signs of self-esteem changing. But over time, I do think that your baseline strengthens, and you get better and better at like bouncing back, right? Aubrey has had to take a lot of hits to her self-esteem. Every negative comment she receives by the community, every time that she walks out of her bedroom and sees literal fucking trash and completely uninterested parental figure and another absent figure, that's got to make her self-worth feel pretty low. She probably has to find self-validation through well, her own strengths, but also, you know, the people that she's around, the other kids. And so that's how she strengthens it. It's why she found them to be a good friend group. Like, she probably feels good about being a leader and being recognized for that. Like, that's going to strengthen her self-esteem a lot, right? Kel has taken quite a bit of hits to his self-esteem, you know, when mom ignores him, or he couldn't explain why, you know, Aubrey was like being so combative with him. Maybe he feels more lonely without Hero around, right? Like, there's all kinds of things, and he's kind of fortified that by always moving forward, by getting involved in things, like, but he's still vulnerable to it. There are times where he feels lonely and probably feels like he has to shoulder more than, you know, he kind of deserves, because people overlook him. They assume that he's strong because he's trying to project strength all the time. Hero's definitely got some areas in his self-esteem as well where he wonders if all the stuff that happened with Mari is something he's accountable to, and what could he have done different. And we all spiral around these ideas. We think of woulds and coulds and shoulds, and, you know, we do this exercise of negative self-critique. And sometimes it's to our benefit if we're reflecting solidly on things that we can change, and sometimes it's really not. Sometimes it's just negative rumination that keeps you in a negative state of mind, and there's no outcome that strengthens the esteem to protect against future negative ideas. I think that what we're seeing with Sunny is all these protective factors, seeing himself be able to go outside, face his fears. He's about to face his ultimate fear. Like, they are strengthening this self-esteem as much as it can, because he's about to be hit with a nuclear fucking bomb of trauma. But that's what makes him ready, right? And that's what I'm interested in doing when I work with someone in therapy. Like, I don't sit down with their first session and say, like, let's talk about your biggest trauma. Like, I want to know what the self-relationship is like. I want to work on self-esteem often first to make sure that if we go into that heavy territory, we've got some defenses. Because if we just sort of open up that wound and we haven't done the work to counteract distortive thinking or undercut our own achievements, and we can't self-validate, then, like, we may not find that work actually valuable. And so I think that that's what we've been kind of doing throughout this game, is like working up some esteem for little Sonny Brady to face his trauma. And yeah, like I said, I've speculated on just about every configuration of the problem that I can, and I'm kind of just ready to see which one it is. But first, let's rummage around in some people's houses for a little bit more. This is great for my esteem. I just can go anywhere. This bed is a little on the soft side, but overall not too bad. You would rate it a 7 out of 10. That is no, 2 7 out of 10s. What do we got here? Oh, this is Kim and Vance's house. Ooh, this must be like Mom's house. Yeah, Mom's house is much nicer than Dad's house. That's interesting. Mom home? That was like the time yeah, oh, they're the gossipers, that's right. Just gossiping away anytime you find them. Yoga mat. Yoga is good for you as it strengthens the connection between your body and spirit. At least that's what Mom told you once. It's true. It's good for you. This place is very zen. It's got these trees and everything around here. You know what's great for your self-esteem? Having a cat. Nothing better than feeling like good about yourself than a infinite source of love who only sees you as like every single day that I see my cat is like the day that I brought her home. And both of my cats actually. which I'm not sure where the other one's a little camera shy. She really doesn't appear much on the camera. But the day I got Ninesha, the gray cat, she just came right up into my lap, and I took her home. And same with little Mio here. She actually climbed up on like my shoulder and was like, take me home. And so I did. And every single day since, you know, they're so happy to see me. And it feels like it gives my life purpose when I start to lose the plot of what I'm fucking doing with my life. Which again, does happen, right? Self-esteem takes a hit sometimes when, you know, things just don't go the way you expect. And you just learn more and more how to take that information in and not actively harm your own esteem by piling on, yeah, and you shouldn't have fucked that up because you always fuck it up. And that dialogue is like so unproductive for getting good esteem. You know, you just have to take those hits for what they are and get invested in changing them. It's easier said than done, of course. But like I said, having a cat. Really, 2 cats? You shouldn't really have just 1 cat. You really have to have 2. Okay? For double the... It's like a double buffer for your esteem. Extra layers of psychological protection. And I also think gratitude plays a role, right? Like, lots of people have great things happening in their life, but they don't take the time to reflect on it. They don't take the time to explore what their life would be like without that thing and actively engage in the process of positive reflection. That could be a great boost to self-esteem, right? You start overlooking positive things in your life, and of course you're more vulnerable to negative thoughts. Of course you're going to reinforce some negative core beliefs that things aren't going well and they never go well, and all these absolutes that start to really infect your state of mind over time. So you have to recognize that what you have is special. Okay. Let's continue. There's also like coffee everywhere. I like this house. As a coffee lover. Someone left their planner open. The words Kim and Vance written last week. Yep. Checks out. Must be Mom's house. We found a coin. No response. Okay. Let's go check on Grandma. Make sure those meds are working. What about grandson? Grandson. Yeah, we know grandson. Grandson's esteem is not in a good place. Oh, I see you've made friends. Hello, welcome. You're also nice to visit a lonely old lady on such a nice day. Like, that's so tragic that she says she's alone. She literally has someone in the house with her. But grandson does not come out to see Granny. She feels alone in her own home. I'm sure there are much better things you could do with your time. Well, it's the least I can do, Granny. Okay. Oh, I see a Kona and I want to slash it. So I think we've done everything. Oh, wait, no, we haven't. I need to give that fish to the cat. That's a real esteem booster. I'll tell you. Where's the cat? Oh, the cat's in the hiding spot. Feeded some fish. Yes. The cat left a gift for you. You got trash. And it is the most valuable, most precious trash I have ever acquired. Worth it. Oh, this is like a different little picnic. Hey, Aubrey. What do you want, Kel? I've been thinking. We get into fights all the time, huh? Yeah, we do. But even after everything, we're still friends, right? Ooh, see, like, there's a little thought coming into Kel's mind. Like, you know, is Aubrey, like, still my friend? And good for him for acting on it and not just stewing on it. And that's one of the problems with self-esteem that a lot of people run into, is that they don't really go after the negative thoughts that they have. They just sort of internalize them and ruminate on them rather than try to clarify them, rationalize them, explore them neutrally, learning to be non-judgmental about the thoughts that you have. Just because you think about it doesn't mean that, like, you have to own every thought that you have. Like, if anything, if you have like negative thoughts about yourself, your attitude towards them should be curiosity. Why am I feeling like this? Not, oh, I'm so stupid for feeling that way. Like, that becomes judgmental about your own thoughts, and that is not great for self-esteem. Being curious, why am I feeling like this? And is there any way that I can, like, get more information about it? Like, could be a great way to strengthen your self-esteem, because I'll bet Kel is about to be validated by someone who does not validate often. Aubrey. Yeah, I guess we are. Huh, isn't that weird? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, you two. That just means that you two are really comfortable around each other. I'm a little jealous you two can be so candid even after all this time. I think that's something really special. I agree. Really? I was just about to say that I find it kind of annoying. Ugh, such an idiot. I love them. They're adorable. Okay. Now I think we've done everything besides go to Basil's house. So Basil's another one. Self-esteem is really in jeopardy here. Okay, I was just making sure there wasn't more dialogue to that little thing. Oh, what about the pretty boy? He's still stressed at the park. But he makes it a habit to come to the park and relaxes and smells the roses. Good for self-esteem. Protective factors. Yeah, I mean, essentially what you're trying to do is develop positive, or not always even positive, but just realistic views of yourself, which may include that you are not great at everything and sometimes mess up and are sometimes even a jerk. But you should have realistic views of yourself and then try to change those behaviors and then reinforce the positive results. Those are things that tend to improve self-esteem. Right now, Basil is probably in a downward spiral of reinforcing negative self-belief, like, my friends don't want me around, I'm going to be so lonely without little Sonny Brady, I'll never recover from this, there's no way out of this, nothing has been working, I don't have fun anymore. Like, all of those ideas, they've led to a fragility that has made his self-esteem, like, really in jeopardy, to where, you know, the idea of, like, Brady's going to be gone soon has been so disruptive to his psyche that it's put him in a very extreme state of mind. And he's not in the state of mind to find self-validation right now. And so I think that that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to provide him with some stabilizing feedback that's like, we do care about you. You are worth changing myself for, in Aubrey's case. My relationship with you is important enough for me to change something about myself to protect it. What a nice idea. So take a peek around the neighborhood really quick, though. The artists. Have you guys seen my idiot little brother Angel? I gave him some money and sent him out on errands this morning, but he hasn't come back yet. He probably just forgot. Could you check up on him? Tell him his sister is growing impatient. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he spent your money on comics or cards. Doggo. Get some checkers. Trading cards. Do you want to look through the faux facts? #1 predator. Scary. His sister. Kel. Stupid. Smelly. Stinky. Oh, mystery. That's little Sonny Brady. Quiet. Knife. Oh. Oh man, that's interesting that he's like a stick figure as well. Wow. That's fascinating. Thank you for reading. Well, I think that part of self-esteem is also, do you have an accurate understanding of how people receive you? Is what you think you show up as in people's life consistent with how people receive you and understand you? I think when you don't have that and you have a really deep imbalance, then what you end up is not esteem, but ego. And ego is not self-esteem, okay? You can't have too much self-esteem, just like you can't be too healthy. You can't have too much health, okay? Like, if someone is really egotistical and needs to like buff themselves up on their qualities and achievements and everything, like, that's someone who actually has really low self-esteem. And they're compensating, right? Compensation behavior for the negative thought that says you're not good enough. And instead of like, I don't know, integrating that, reflecting and changing it, or finding some other way to validate that idea, they just sort of project it outwards and don't deal with it. And so what they're missing is a lot of the self-awareness that you need for good self-esteem. And I think when you become aware of things like, oh, people find me scary, that's going to take a hit. Like, that's going to hurt you to find that out, right? But it's also the point from which you can start to change that, if that's something you're interested in doing. If you reject it and say, no, they're wrong, they're just idiots, they don't understand, and you deny that, then you don't have self-awareness and your esteem doesn't change. You've just sort of deflected it, but you're just as vulnerable to other negative ideas. So like, ego is not self-esteem. It's actually the opposite. People who compensate a lot for things, they don't really have great self-esteem. It's shit. You know, one of the big lessons that I learned about my own esteem there was going to the movies. Okay. I used to be probably the worst person to go to a movie with or watch things with in general, because I thought it was a great value add to be the like technical commenter of whatever I experienced. I wanted to talk about like the way it was made and deconstruct it from a script perspective, and like, I didn't give a lot of experiential, like, I enjoyed this or I didn't enjoy that. I would analyze it like I do here as well, but in a very different way, in a more cynical way, in a way that was like fun for me, but not fun for anyone who was watching the movie with me. Like, I think they found it annoying and overly cynical and demystifying to their experience. And I'm not out here to say whether any of these are right or wrong, right? Like, that's not the point of this. The point is, like, I was not aware that over time, people didn't want to go with me anymore, right? They didn't want to see things with me, or we would watch things and they'd say, all right, Brady, like, let's hear from you first. And then when I was done, they would talk about it amongst themselves. Because I was also like a microphone hog. Like, I had the correct opinion because it was the most informed. It was insufferable. It was annoying as shit. Like, I wasn't talking about it in a positive way. I was often being like overly cynical about how this lighting was bad and the script could have used these. I went to see some movies with a friend. I'm not there to fucking review it like a critic. It's not the context for that. And I was not aware of this. Now, do I have a moment like that where I say, well, people don't want to watch things with me anymore? You know what? They're just lame. They just can't appreciate my superior intellect and ability to analyze. Okay, I can totally reject that idea and stay exactly as I am and be the most lonely, principled person for the rest of my life. Or I could do what I actually did, which was take notice of this and say, why do I feel bad after I talk about things? Why do I feel like I just sucked all the energy out of the room? Well, because I was being overly negative. There's nothing wrong with analyzing things and giving critical commentary if you're in like-minded company and that's your goal. This was not that. I was like going to see it with like casual family friends and their parents, and like it just was not the crowd for the Brady analytical show. Okay, like, so the specific context, like obviously you all enjoy my analytical perspective, but like I'm supposed to have the microphone here, right? Like going out to a family casual movies setting was not supposed to just be my moment. And I constantly would make it that. So I took inventory of the feeling. Why do I feel bad? Why am I getting a bad feeling? Is it them? Probably not. It's probably because I'm being like insufferably analytical and negative about things. And, letting that idea in was like, I don't like the way I'm showing up in people's life. I don't like the idea that I'm an annoying person to be around and people find me negative. And so like, yeah, it temporarily like lowered my self-esteem. I felt bad. But that was also the moment where I was like, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to change now that I've become more aware? In response to this, well, I should know my audience first. If I feel like this is important for me to do, I'll find another outlet for it, or I'll make sure that if I'm going to talk like that, people are interested in it. The second thing that I'm going to do is be more curious about other people's opinions. After I see the film, like ask people how they experienced it, focus more on the emotional outcome than the technical stuff. Like they're not really that interested in all that stuff unless they ask, right? So yeah, I was able to discover that what I thought was like my valuable intellect was actually being received as like dismissive cynicism. And no one gave me that feedback. I just kind of had to become aware of it because I started to not feel good about what I was doing. And I changed it and I got a different outcome over time. And I found that people wanted to go with me more because they found that, they're going to be asked a lot of interesting questions about how they experienced it. And I just kept my own opinions a little more lightweight and I started to have a nicer time. I started to realize that, okay, I can make a change for myself. I can make a change for other people. I can stop being a cynical brat all the time. And I know there's people already who are like, oh, but you were probably totally fine. No, trust me. I was being annoying. Like someone would say like, oh, I really loved the main character. Like I really identify with her. And I would say shit like, yeah, but she only has like one type of motivation. She's like not even really a well-written character. She's only got extrinsic motivation. She should really have intrinsic motivation. And I didn't see her compromise on anything. And so the script is bad. Like, you don't want that guy. Because the response was like, okay, I guess it's technically valid, but like, I really related to them. Yeah, well, it's a shame because she's really one-dimensional. Like, you just didn't want to be. You don't want to be 24-year-old Brady, you don't want to be going to see movies with him. He was a fucking jerk. Just trust me on that, okay? I've done a lot of work on myself over the years. That's just one piece of it, but you have to be willing to accept your flaws and take the self-esteem hit and then change and improve the thing. And yeah, it's not always easy because you have to accept a lot of your flaws first. You have to be aware of them, which isn't always easy. Hey Polly, how's Basil doing? We were wondering if we could hang out with him today. Oh, hello everyone. I'm afraid Basil isn't home right now. He's in the hospital. What? What happened? Oh, my apologies. Let me clarify. Basil's in the hospital visiting his Fucking Polly! Why'd you do that? My fucking heart dropped. She was rushed to intensive care yesterday evening. Oh no. I'm really sorry to hear that. Do you know when he'll be back? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe sometime in the afternoon? Sorry. Would you mind if we checked back here later? We're all really worried about him. I don't mind at all. Please come by to visit. I think Basil would appreciate having some friends over. I'm happy to know that Basil has friends that care so much about him. Oh, it's nothing. Friends are supposed to be there for each other. Right, Aubrey? Yeah, sure. He's got good intentions. Anyways, we'll be back later. See you, Polly. Okay, see you. Well, I guess we'll have to wait until he gets back. Is there anything you want to do until then? I'm okay just hanging out and doing whatever. Then I vote somewhere indoors. It's way too hot today. Sure, maybe we can hang out at our house a little. And then later, when it cools down, we can all go see the treehouse. Yeah, we should do that. Especially since Aubrey's with us now, too. Our old treehouse, huh? I haven't been there in so long. Yeah, we haven't yet either. I wanted to go see it yesterday, but it was too dark outside. How about you, Brady? What did you want to do today? It's your last day, so you should call the shots. Yeah, you should decide how you want to spend your last day in Faraway town. Lead the way, Brady. Okay, well, we kind of did all this stuff, no? Unless there's like even... Oh, is that Miwo? Miwo! Where is she going? Looks like the sun is about to set, yes. But the treehouse has been cut down, as far as I know. Wow. I guess you really are moving away, huh, Brady? When I see this empty house, it all feels so sudden. But for you, moving away must have been a long time coming. I hope you can find some peace out there, or, you know, some happiness. Been a lot of things that were unsaid these past 5 years, or a few years. And painful memories that we kept to ourselves. But even through all that, I'm relieved that we were still able to become friends again. I'm happy we're all here, so we can face this together. It's okay, Euro. I'll go first. Brave boy Kel. Hey Brady, when you move away, do you think it'd be too much trouble if you could... Aubrey, Brady, are you guys coming? Actually, never mind. It's nothing. What was it, Aubrey? Yeah, it's gone. This is where Mari... Yeah, it is. Feels like forever ago. I can still remember that day perfectly. That day was really busy. In the morning, I went out with Mom to buy some nice clothes and shoes. We spent all day shopping and didn't get home until the afternoon. I remember that day too. I went out to get a haircut with Dad. Oh yeah, you were there with Dad too, Aubrey. We were preparing for something, weren't we? Yeah, we were. We were gonna watch Mari and Brady's music recital. It was supposed to be that night, but when we came home in the evening... Even after all this time, I still don't understand why she would do it. I don't think any of us ever will. Oh, hey guys, let's keep going. Okay, the treehouse is a different tree. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. Wow, this place has seen better days. But it looks like everything's right where we left it. All our old stuff is still here. Hey look, here's our playing cards. I was the best at card games, wasn't I, guys? Mr. Plantegg. Oh, you're so dirty. Look at all these old books. So this is where all my cookbooks went. I think I just stepped on a jack. Such good times. Why do we have a toaster in here? Man, I was the best at card games. Kel brought it up here, but I was pretty bummed when he found out he couldn't use it. It's old shoes. Cookbooks. Mari bought them. Oh. Don't forget it's in the toy box. You put the toy box key in your pocket. Oh, you didn't tell them? Hey, look. Brady found a photo of us. We all look so happy. Wasn't there a photo missing from the photo album? That must be it. Hey, you're right, Kel. Take out your photo album, Brady. We should add it. What's going on here? What's going on? Those Sunny Brady's. Something going on in his mind. Oh, there it is. Basil's memories. There. Now the photo album is complete again. You know, this is probably the last time that we'll all be together here in this treehouse. Now that the photo album is complete, we should look through it one last time. Good idea, Hero. The photo album's already out, so might as well, right, Brady? Let's start from the beginning. Okay, we did just do this in the last episode, so yes, we're gonna be done. Oh, Mari. I miss her so much. I miss her too. Hey, come on, guys. Why the long faces? Look at all of us back together again. Mari would be so happy for us. Yeah, you're right. She would be. Only Basil could be here too. Hey, Aubrey, what's up? What's going on? What's this? What are we doing? You know, after everyone drifted apart, I felt so alone. But now I realize that I was the one pushing everyone away. In the few months after Mari died, everything changed so fast. Brady and Basil became more closed off. Kel made a bunch of friends playing sports, and Hero always seemed to be busy studying. I was so angry at how life kept moving on. I felt like everyone abandoned me and abandoned Mari too. But I couldn't see that everyone was dealing with the pain in their own way. After Brady stopped coming to school, I saw Basil sitting alone during lunch. So I asked him if he wanted to study together at his house. He seemed kind of uneasy about it at first, but after I begged him, he agreed. The walk there was really quiet. Basil wouldn't even look at me. And when we got to his room, I tried to talk to him, but he said he had to go to the bathroom and ran off. That's when I spotted his old photo album on his bookshelf. I just wanted to go through the photos because, well, I guess I just wanted to see everyone happy again. But when I opened it, Basil had blacked out all of the photographs with marker. I couldn't believe it. He'd even blacked out Mari's face. All of our memories together. It felt like he destroyed them. I was so confused and angry. I thought he was a nutcase. So, instead of trying to understand him, I stole his photo album and started calling him creep and things like that. And eventually, I wasn't the only one calling him names. I feel like scum for that now. So, you can see Aubrey is doing a similar thing here. For a much more serious situation than my stupid movie example, but I've had to do bigger self-reflection exercises than just that. It's just an easy example. But this is essentially what she's doing, right? Like, look at the development that's happening here. There's that self-awareness taking place to realize that her behaviors were not aligned with her values, and she didn't try to understand Basil. She probably wanted a villain in all of this because Mari's death was so unexplained. But she's realized that this has not been good for her self-esteem either, and this is what some of that rupture and repair looks like. You have to integrate negative self-reflection sometimes, like she's doing here, to strengthen the overall self-image. But you know what? Ever since then, all I've been doing is trying to cut myself off from everyone. It's kind of funny. What I've been doing is worse than what Basil did. Yet I'm the one who was angry at him. I'm such an idiot. Hey, what's up, little Sonny Brady? Why are you backing away? Hey, it's okay, Aubrey. We've all made mistakes. At that time, I didn't really understand what was happening. I was afraid that I'd somehow make things worse, so I just decided to stay out of all of it. I'm really sorry, Aubrey. I'm sorry to you too, Brady. I was a pretty crappy friend. You were still pretty young then, Cal, but I'm the oldest. So I should have known to take care of everyone. I just... No, it's fine. Everyone's here now, so it's okay. I don't deserve friends like you. Oh. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Don't be silly, Aubrey. Of course you do. During all this time, it was pretty obvious that you still cared about us. I mean, just look at the photos in the photo album. There's no trace of any of the black marks you were talking about anywhere. You can see all of our faces just fine. I don't suppose they all just cleaned themselves, did they? That's true. I don't know how that happened. But is this really the thing that she was mad at Basil for, really? Just that? It's not adding up, though. It's alright, Aubrey. I promise from now on I'll always be there for you. Yeah, I promise too. We should all be here for each other. Hey, you know what? I think this is the perfect time for a big group hug. Group hug? Oh yeah, count me in. Wait just a second. Ready or not, here we come. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, and little Sonny Brady even has some light in his eyes. We should go see if Basil's back home later today. I need to apologize to him, and I think right now he's probably the one that needs us the most. So you can see how, like, integrating these ideas of guilt and regret, they are making the esteem tender, but in making it sort of vulnerable, there's an opportunity to reshape it stronger. We don't do that when we stay rigid on our ideas. Why was it Brady's instinct to back away, though? Curious. I mean, we're about to find out. It can't just be that she just took her own life and that's it, because they've already revealed that. Little Sonny Brady has not integrated or even glimpsed at whatever severe trauma experience there is. And the more and more I spend time thinking about it, I lean less on Basil being involved and more on little Sonny Brady. Like I said, I'm trying not to speculate too much. I kind of just want to see. I kind of just got to know. I've already experienced the most traumatic thing in this fucking game, which was the cat scene. I'm ready. There's nothing worse than that. Oh, thank goodness you guys came back. Something wrong. Well, Basil's back home, but it's not talking to me. I don't know. Is there anything we can do to help? It's a bit hard to say right now. When Basil came back, he went straight to his room and locked the door. I haven't been able to get a word out of him since. Maybe he just needs some time alone, but I don't know. I'm just worried. Would you guys try to talk to him? Of course! We'll do whatever we can to help. Thank you, everyone. Feel free to come in whenever you're ready. I guess the time has changed, so if I know anything about this game so far, it's probably that there's more shit to look at in all these places before we continue. That's worth a peek. Oh yeah, look at this. There's a whole fucking scene out here. I kind of hate how it does that. So this is your hangout spot with your new friends, huh? Yeah, so what? Nothing really. Can't really blame you. It's a pretty cool place. Lake's a little murkier now, but I remember we used to swim here all the time. It looks the same as it always did. You just had lower standards. Maybe so, maybe so. So why did we stop swimming here again? You don't remember? Mari stopped wanting to come here after that time Brady almost drowned. Oh, man, I completely forgot about that. There's your fear of water. Kel and I used to do tricks jumping off that statue, but when we asked Brady to try it, he froze up and fell into the lake. Do you remember, Brady? It all happened so fast. Even though we were already in the water, it wasn't us who saved you. No, it was Mari. She dived in before we could even react. I'll never forget that moment that she carried you out of the lake, and when you finally opened your eyes, she fell on top of you and burst into tears. I'd never seen her that way before. Mari really loved you, Brady. You know that, don't you? Oh, man. They're just layering it on. Layering on the guilt. What the hell is Kel doing? It's gotta be Sonny Brady. He did something. That little analytical part of my brain is still there that like listens for motivation and storytelling structure, and I just don't buy it. I don't buy what it's selling me right now, that what they're saying happened the way they're saying it happened. I think that right now they want me to be feeling very safe in my assumption that we'll never know what happened to Mari. But let's just layer on the guilt. Let's just layer on the idea that none of them know. But little Sonny Brady knows. And let's remind him how much Mari loved him. For maximum trauma impact. And goddamn do I respect it. I respect a story that's willing to go there and do that to you. Okay. Well, it was worth coming to see, actually. All right. To Basil. Basil's been all by himself recently, so I'm sure he's lonely. It's nice to know that Basil has friends who care so much about him. All right. All right. I don't know why I'm acting so excited. This is about to be super sad stuff. That's just, I've been anticipating it for so long. Nothing good is about to happen. Like, I'm sure there's healing at the other side of it, but nothing good is about to happen. Hi, Basil. It's Hero. I'm here with Kel, Aubrey, and Brady. We're all here to see you. Is there anything we can do to help? We just wanted to let you know that we're here. Let us know if you need anything, okay? Maybe he just needs some time to himself. I'm really sorry to bother you. Don't worry about it, Polly. We've all been there before. If I've learned anything these past few days, it's that friends should be there for each other. Hey, Basil. This is Aubrey. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for the way I've been treating you. Will you please say something? We just want to know that you're okay. I think we should stay here for him. Yeah, last time we all made the mistake of leaving each other when we needed each other the most. This time, we'll stay together. Polly, do you think we can sleep here for the night? You're all so kind. Of course you can stay over. I think Basil would really appreciate that. I know it'd mean a lot to him. Awesome. I called the couch. This is all happening so fast. Okay, then. Since Kel wants the couch, everyone else can have a quilt. We have a lot of those. I'll go grab them now. Why do you get the couch? Well, duh, because I called it first. Oh, Basil, why can't you see that everyone's here for you? Okay. Do you want to hang out with your friends? Of course I do. I want nothing else. Just gabbing away. There's something odd though. Yeah, like little Sonny Brady, he still sits like always a little bit away from everyone. It's the same aversion that I think Basil had towards Aubrey when they were going home, like that aversion of guilt. Hey Brady, I know this probably wasn't the last night in town you were expecting. I just want you to know that even though you're moving away tomorrow, we'll always be friends. Ugh, that's so cheesy, Hero. I'm just saying what I'm thinking. Hero's always been such a big softie. Just like you, Aubrey. What did you say? It's nice to hang out like this again. I've been so busy with school and studying. I don't really have time to make friends anymore. Well, you'll always have us. I guess. See, I was right. Look who's the softie now. But yeah, it's true. I know we'll always be there for each other. Just like I know that Mari's still with us, too. You know, I hope we'll be able to see Basil before you leave tomorrow, Brady. It'd be nice to have a proper goodbye. Yeah. Man, I'm getting sleepy. What the? Is he asleep already? Man, that kid burns through energy. Yep, that's Kel for you. That part of him hasn't changed a bit. Hey, Brady, thank you for everything. It's probably been tough to leave your house after all this time, but I really appreciate you for doing it for us. And hey, tomorrow's the big day. I hope you're not too worried about moving to a new place. If anything, you got us. Life gets better. You just have to stay positive. Life gets better, huh? Hey, Brady, after you move away, You should, like, maybe come visit once in a while or something. Yeah. Then we can all go hang out for some sandwiches. Maybe we can all go to the park or the beach or just sit at home and watch TV. Who knows? We can do anything. Sounds kind of nice. Do you think my new friends can come too? Of course they can, Aubrey. You don't have to ask. The more the merrier. Come on, guys. It's time to sleep already. Yeah. Oh, and he ended up giving Aubrey the couch anyways. Good night. See you all in the morning. Oh, okay. Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna guess that that's not true for right now. Will you forgive me? My best friend. Please. Oh, we're actually here ourselves. Huh. Empty. Except for that first page. So at this moment where we finally come face to face with this part of ourselves that we created to protect us from the trauma, from the truth, it's so interesting that we can't communicate with Omori. So many of these therapeutic techniques that involve engagement with the self, like internal family systems and Gestalt therapy, like the empty chair stuff, it's so crucial to engage in actual dialogue with these parts of yourself. Because, like I said in the last episode, this is a relationship between you and yourself. And like every other relationship, it's strengthened and weakened based on communication. And when you communicate poorly with yourself, what you end up with is lower self esteem, less protection against negative self critique, and so many things that could lead you down the path to depression. And I think what we're seeing here is like this part of Sunny's not willing to communicate because, as of right now, it's not interested in finding common ground. Amori, Amori doesn't want Sunny to know the truth because then what happens to him? But for Sunny, he's ready. He's got enough protecting him. He's made amends. He's found some closure. Not everything. Still got a lot of work to do. But he has a willingness to approach change. And I think he shows more willingness to talk to Amori than Amori to Sunny. But I think breaking the light bulb here is gaining that last bit of awareness that we need. Even if we know it's going to hurt like hell. Okay. It's our last bit of combat with the something. Which we've never successfully fought before. And I don't know if the point is to fight it. The best thing we can do is keep trying to calm ourselves rather than trying to fight off this any longer. Here, the something started to talk to us. Where we started to learn that it was Mari speaking to us. And then we started to see headspace break down. Whatever it is, we're opening ourselves up to what we've been evading this whole time. You feel like your life is in danger. Persist. Oh God. Your lungs tighten up. Persist. Your heart beats out of your chest. Persist. Your fingers won't stop trembling. Persist, little Sonny Brady. You can do it. You have the strength now. You hear your breathing begin to steady. Calm down. You gather all your courage and learn to overcome. Come on, little Sonny Brady. Light bulb. The memories are starting to flood back. Brady, you're finally here. I've always dreamed that you would come back for me, but maybe it's too late. The truth of that day will be hard to accept. When you see it, you have to stay strong. And if you can, please, forgive me. Okay. My only daughter is gone. And you are my only son. I can't lose you as well. Oh man. I know I've given a lot of shit to Mom this whole game, but What an impossible thing to try to balance. Is that... Are they holding? Oh my god. Are we gonna put together like a fucking death album? Oh my god. That is pure fucking trauma. That's fucked. Oh man, this is gonna get really, really, really weird and dark, isn't it? You see 4 kids climbing a ladder to space. You see 5 kids having a picnic. You see 4 kids riding an elevator. Talking to a whale. 3 kids and 1 toast. It's probably Kel. 4 kids talking to a giant statue. 4 kids playing in the forest. 4 kids riding in a mine cart. So all the headspace stuff. Oh my god, I cannot believe that this is... that we're doing this. It's a trauma photo album. What the fuck? If this is like photographs of what happened, I hope that they are like in our imagination. I hope that Basil didn't actually photograph this shit. What the fuck is going on? This person's not breathing. Did Sunny, like... No, Sunny... Little Sunny Brady... These are all photos of moving a body. I think he accidentally killed her. Oh my god. Out of all the things, none of them were good. None of the theories were good. I mean, it was always going to be something terrible, but this is the worst. This is the fucking worst one. Yeah, there's no escaping here. Something happened on the stairs. Like something like an accident. There's just no way that was on purpose. Brady, don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. Oh my god. Little Sonny Brady accidentally killed his sister and Basil covered it up. And that's what the secret they've been holding on to is. Well, that was a fucking lie, Basil. Things were not okay. That's the only thing that makes sense. Something's preventing you from getting any closer. Oh my god, the psychological damage. It's literally like killing us. Holy shit. Oh my god, the guilt. Yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense. The complete suppression of the memory, the invention of Omori. I've been kind of saying this, that Sunny has literally needed to create a space where he is not himself. Because to accept that he did something like that is so fucking damaging to his mental health, to his entire sense of being, that he literally invented someone else to be. And he couldn't just discard those memories. He had to discard basically everything about himself to keep this hidden. This is a story, obviously, but I have been present for moments like this. And it does not feel like therapeutic discovery. It feels like re-traumatization. And that is exactly why what I said earlier is so, so, so important. You can't just sit down with someone and revisit these traumatic experiences and pry out repressed truths without making absolute sure that you have developed good esteem, good skills to calm down, to stabilize if you were going to visit some intense trauma like this. There needs to be a lot of work up front to make sure that this does not completely break someone's psyche by revisiting it. And we can only hope that Sunny has had that happen. I mean, it's not like he's been to therapy in this game, of course. I mean, he's re-linked with his friends. I hope that that's enough, because this is dark. This is seriously This is esteem ending realization. It's, I mean, it's tearing him apart. Something with the music. With the violin. And Aubrey said that they were going for their recital that day or something. You want to screw in the light bulb. Man, what a strong character, though, to be going into this. And we're gonna have to defeat Omori at the end of it. I think that there's no way out of this without like violent detachment from this defense mechanism, because this is violent traumatic memory. He pushed her. Oh man. Jesus. So they were at the top of the stairs arguing, and Sunny pushed her. And then he came down and held her and realized Basil must have been there. And then they fucking... Oh my god. Oh, that's... That's so... wrong. That's so wrong. I that is this is going to be a very complicated discussion. Oh, jeez. So, I don't know, Sonny, like, threw his violin and was getting scolded, and they were supposed to do the recital. And he accidentally, well, purposefully pushed her, but it went too far. They put her on a bed. Universal sign of guilt. Looking at the hands. Covering the head with the hands. Looks like Sonny might have passed out, or this must have been, like, in shock. Yeah, not passed out, but in shock. And then they took her outside and put her in the tree. Hero's always been someone you could rely on. He's wise, capable, loving, and always puts others above himself. He's the kind of person that will always make himself available to help you, even to a fault. You will really miss him. Kel's always been there for you. And even though he's a bit careless at times, you know he has a good heart. More than anything, he just wants everyone around him to be happy. He's always been someone you could count on to lift your spirits. You will really miss him. Aubrey's always acted true to her feelings. Even though she has trouble admitting how much she cares, her actions have shown otherwise. She's been a little hard to understand, but you can trust that she'll always try her best to do the right thing. You'll really miss her. Okay, let's see. We can... Do you want to save Basil? Yes. So we know the truth now. And everything that Sonny's been through, he has the mental constitution to still be invested in his life and Basil's life, which is a very impressive thing given what really happened. There still needs to be a very complicated discussion about Basil's role in that. But there's also something very simple that's true, despite how complex that discussion needs to be, which is that Basil absolutely deserves saving. And Brady, it's just you. I'm glad you came. It's so good to see you. I came to you that day, the day Mari died. When Mari fell, you couldn't have done it. It was something behind you, wasn't it? You're a good person, Brady. I know you're a good person. A good person wouldn't do something like that. So he's in denial. After all this time, you finally come back for me. But tomorrow, you're going away. How could you do that? That's mean, Brady. That's so mean. There's something all around us now. Can you see it, Brady? There's no way out of this, is there? I don't think we can see it anymore because part of all of this about self-esteem and the ability to deal with trauma and knowing yourself is that we are fully capable of turning the lights down on our awareness. And in the dark, the bottom of that dimming switch is where all of our self-destructive behavior takes place. Because if we're aware of something fully, it's harder to justify. It's easier not to clean your house when the lights are off and you can't see the mess. And it's a very hard change to just turn them on and see everything that's in disarray and hope that that's enough to shock you into changing it. I think throughout this game, we've slowly been increasing the brightness in Sunny's world. And here at the end, we've finally seen everything there is to see. And we no longer need this cover of the something and the guilt and this other explanation for what was an accident. It's clear that Basil never wanted to accept that something tragic can happen like that, completely unintentionally. There must be something else. He must have been controlled by something. There must be a force we can't explain. Because how do you explain that? You can't. It's a fucking tragedy. That's the explanation. And that's one of the hardest things to accept. I think it was wrong. I think it was very, very wrong what Basil did. Even despite his shaky rationale, which was distorted by this perception or hallucination or just psychological denial. I think it's a very, very wrong thing to do. To make Mari's death seem like something it wasn't. To confuse her parents, her community, her friends. To keep that secret for so long. To give the perception that she was hiding something from them. To create so much guilt and Hero, to create so much abandonment for Aubrey. I think all of that is wrong. I think it's the wrong idea that that's a better way of dealing with this than just allowing the truth to be the truth, that Sonny made a mistake. It was an accident. There would have been forgiveness for him. I think he went too far in trying to protect little Sonny Brady from people's judgment, from people judging himself, Basil. I think that Basil caused a lot of unnecessary harm for people who didn't deserve it. I think he is responsible for a lot of that. And I also think that whatever decision he made was always going to feel like an impossible one. I think it's important to have empathy for people who witness tragedies and make um, extreme decisions in response to them. No one with a healthy sense of self esteem and good mental constitution always makes good decisions when they're in a traumatic state of mind. Now imagine being a kid. Now imagine you saw it happen. Now imagine it was your best friend. It's clear that Basil's been tortured by what he and Sonny did this entire time. And it's clear that he's still not quite ready to face it because it can only make sense if there is something else going on here. The something, the whatever it is that he sees that he thinks influenced Sonny's actions. Like I said, this is a complicated discussion. I do not think that there is an easy way around the fact that what Basil and Sonny did is horrific. And if there's anything I've learned in my career as a therapist so far, it's that I've talked to a lot of people who've done similar and worse horrific things. I've sat in front of them and listened to their stories. I've explored the state of mind that they're in. I've listened to their rationale, and many times I have found a hard time understanding it enough to help the person. And yet I always still make that my priority. I will always help someone, regardless of what happened, because I have a fundamental belief about people that's slightly more optimistic than it is cynical, just slightly. And that everyone has the capacity to change if they can find the willingness. And if they find both of those, they're deserving of help. That doesn't make it right. That does not make it right. I think that what they did is, like I said, horrific. But it's not in my interest to judge what people did. I'm deserving of plenty of judgment myself. Everybody's human. Everyone's flawed. But I've had the privilege of sitting in front of people with extreme darkness and seeing them get out of it. And time again, that has shown me the uh, amazing ability of the human spirit to persevere and to reshape itself out of trauma, past guilt, and even through being responsible for something tragic. I've seen it. And it's just changed my perception of people. It doesn't make it any less hard to judge sometimes, but it's given me a unique perspective, I think. I guess what I'm trying to come to here is I'm not really interested in the subject of whether people deserve forgiveness because that's a judgment as well. Do I think this person has done enough to warrant forgiveness? I'm not interested in that. That's never been my role in therapy or in life because I don't have the moral authority to make that kind of judgment, anyways, unless it's my forgiveness to give personally. I'm more interested in the idea of whether someone's deserving of help. And fundamentally, I do think that with willingness and capacity for change, they are. And I also believe that there is always a way out. Where are you going? Stop trying to leave me. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it! I don't want to be alone. Not again. You can't leave me again. No, you wouldn't leave me. That's not like you, Brady. It's something behind you again, isn't it? There it is now. Do you see it? Stay away. Stay away from Brady. I'll protect you no matter what, Brady. You can count on me. When something killed Mari. When something ruined all my photos, I didn't say anything. I didn't want people to think it was you. You wouldn't do something like that. The sad truth is that it's possible that we did. It was a tragedy. And it's okay to see that for what it is. These two in denial. Save you again. Something behind you, I'll get rid of it once and for all. Don't be scared. I'm scared too, but this is for the best. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is going to be okay. No, it isn't. It really isn't. Not like this. It's okay to face the truth here. And, are we supposed to attack here? I never know in these scenarios. You want to run. Can I run? No. Maybe I should calm down. Maybe I shouldn't attack Basil. This game is always cryptic with the game mechanics. Ooh. Okay. So we can't calm down. There's no way out of this, is there? You tried to persist, but you couldn't hold steady. Struggling. I want to run. Can we focus? Tell me, Brady. Am I selfish for doing this? I would say more confused and in denial than selfish, but it's complicated, Basil. Very, very complicated. Do you hate me? You want to run. I can't run. I can't use skills. I guess I have to attack. Please stop it. What are we powering up down there? We're powering up some some red energy. Stop struggling, Brady. I'm so tired. You want to run? We're all powered up now. We should be. Oh, that's neat. It said everything's going to be okay down there. Stressed out. But I don't want to attack Basil. I want to calm down. Do I have to? Okay. Why won't you stop? We're trying to help here. I think that this is Sunny trying to shake Basil out of this delusion. because he's hurting himself in the dark. There's little Sonny Brady all by himself. Your acknowledgement of the truth has come at a great cost, but it's not too late for redemption. Fortunately, you still know the way back home. Okay. Guess we should go home. Oh, the cat's gonna save everything. The cat will lead us to healing, as it is in reality. Best game mechanic right there. Hi, Brady. You found your way back home. I don't know if I've ever said this properly, but sorry for causing you so much trouble. When I gave you my photo album, I really did want you to have it. But somehow, whenever I try to help, I always end up burdening you instead. Even back then. All this pain we've been feeling. The guilt in our hearts. Even if you try to bottle it all up, it all comes out somehow. Yeah, no fucking shit. I want to say that everything will be okay. We have no choice but to carry on. I do think that this is harmful, Basil. I don't think everything is okay, and it kind of never was. And that's okay. I think it's better to be aware of what's really going on and deal with the reality of it than to turn the lights of your life off because it's safer and more comfortable to have another explanation for why things are going wrong in your life. The thing is that the truth does hurt and reality is scary, but you can change reality. How are you supposed to change something if you deny it? And if it's a fantasy? But that's up to you. Aubrey, Kel, and Hero are good friends. You have to trust that they'll forgive us. It's hard to truly believe that, but the photos in our album, they're not just photos. They're real memories. Our memories. It's proof of our friendship. Hold those pictures close and remember what you want to protect. I'm sorry, it looks like I'm burdening you again. The path to your future will open soon, but only you can decide what to do in the end. It's not much, but I'll be cheering you on. Oh boy. Let's make some new memories together, okay? That kid needs a lot of help. A lot of help. It's in the toy box. Can I pet the cat before we get more traumatized? Okay. Now I'm ready. It's almost time. You've been through a lot these past few days. You must be tired. I'll make mistakes. You've been running from this one for a long time now. It's tough to own up to them sometimes, but you'll forgive yourself, won't you? You can do this. You've worked really hard to get to this point. There's only one thing left to do now. Know that I'll always be watching over you, okay? As long as you remember me, I'll be here. This is the door that's been kind of invisible. And we've stopped denying it. Got a violin. Strands of long black hair are entangled within its strings. Sheet music. The paper's torn and wrinkled by blood, but it can still be read. Ugh, the trauma. It's so powerful. I guess a very, very comfortable bed. It used to be Mari's, but she switched with me when she noticed I had trouble sleeping. Mari's bed, and mine too when I had nightmares. Oh, man. Oh. What is this? Oh, they're memories. Yes, I got just what I needed. Oh, my hand doesn't look so good. Can't just tell people that, Kel. You have to keep a good poker face. Why did you get behind me, Mari? I just got here, silly. Here, I bought cookies for everyone. Oh, they're of the photograph. Basil, are you taking a photo? Yeah. Oh, man. Don't take a photo when I'm struggling like this. Don't be so dramatic, Kel. It's just a card game. Another photo? And what's so funny anyway? Is there something you're not telling us, Basil? Don't worry about it. You'll find out soon enough. You look at Basil's hand. It's a jack and an ace. Don't tell anyone, okay? Don't look, Brady. It's too horrible. I'm gonna lose, aren't I? Mari's cookies are the best, huh, Brady? Oh, hero, don't be so humble. You know your cookies are way better than mine. Mari's cookies have much more love baked into them. I could eat them forever. Oh, stop it, hero. You're embarrassing me. It's so nice to spend our last days of summer here. We should do this every year. Here, have a cookie. It was perfectly crisp on the outside and sweet and gooey on the inside. Took a look at Aubrey's hand. It's a 2, a 5, and a 10. What do you think, Brady? What should I do? Don't ask me to gamble. You won't have a good time. I'm sure. You remembered the smell of freshly baked cookies. It smelled better knowing that Mari made it from scratch. The violin mended a part of itself. Oh, we're actually healing. We're healing the source of the trauma. Another memory. And there. The watermelon's all cut up. Come on, everyone, take a slice. Thank you, hero. Look at you, such a big, strong man. Not now, Mari. Whew. Nothing beats a nice, juicy watermelon on a hot summer day. He's really munching away. Just gonna keep this going. Everybody's got a different frequency. Hey, don't take a picture of me while I'm eating, Basil. I'm sorry, Aubrey. I just thought you looked cute. I'll show you when it's ready. Well, okay, fine. I trust you, Basil. Hey, Brady, did you want to see the photo of Aubrey? Adorable. Gross. Stop spitting seeds on me, Kel. You have seeds all over your face. Well, how about this then? Stop it, Aubrey. You're gonna give me cooties. Children. Let them play, hero. They're just teasing each other. Remember how we were when we were younger? I used to hide bugs in your desk all the time just to see your reaction. You were always so funny. What? Wait, that was you? Whoops. Am I in trouble now? Guys, come on. We're at the beach. We're supposed to be relaxing. An ordinary sandcastle. Nice. I'm sure you want to go. You remembered the taste of watermelon. It tasted more delicious when you ate it with everyone in the hot summer. We're mending. Mending. Looks like everyone fell asleep. I guess it's just us three now. Everyone must be feeling sleepy after such a big meal. Thank you for cooking for all of us, hero. That was nothing. I'm just practicing a little. I'm glad you all liked it. One day you're going to be a world-famous chef, and you're going to cook me lots of yummy food. Huh? Wait, I am? Of course you are. I believe in you, hero. Well, if you say so. I'm glad you're using your camera now more, Basil. You seem to be enjoying your new hobby. Yeah, I guess it's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. Oh, wait a second. There's something strange in this photo. Hector, how could you? Oh, this is the one that the doggo bit. Oh, little son of Brady woke up from his nap. Can I poke your brain for a minute? I really love cooking and all, and Mari says I'm really good, but my parents want me to become a doctor. That's a pressure. Should I become a chef? Yes. Maybe. We're still young. We should dream big, right? But yeah. My mom's gonna have something to say about that. Sleepy boy. Oh, hey, little brother. Sorry, did we wake you up? You looked so peaceful sleeping there. Reminds me of when you were just a baby. Hey, Brady. I took a photo of everyone earlier. Want to see? Oh. This could have been such a good shot, but Hector had to ruin the photo with his... Okay. Maybe I can cover it up with tape later. I thought he bit it or something. You remembered the feeling of sleeping in Mari's lap. Felt more comfortable because you knew that, no matter what, Mari would always keep you safe. The violin is mending. We're healing. Ooh, another memory. Hey, Brady. Hey, Basil. What took you guys so long? All right, we got carried away playing this new game where you fight each other with these things called pet rocks. Basil, take a picture of my new raincoat. Okay, one sec. Oh, that was so nice of Kel to like get out of the picture. Do you like it, Brady? It's my favorite color, pink. Ew, pink is a gross color. No, it's not, Kel. You're a gross color. It doesn't even make sense. Oh, Brady, that reminds me. Mari and I were talking about dyeing our hair together. Mari says she's going to dye her hair purple. Purple? You want to know what color I chose? Wait, are you going to say you want to dye your hair pink? That's weird. Why would you do that? I don't know. I just thought it'd be cute. Mari thinks so too. Oh, that's... It's sad and it's more tragic. And sweet that she chose to color her hair afterwards. I'll never understand you two and your crazy ideas. I think pink would look good on you, Aubrey. What do you think, Brady? Yeah. Brady says he thinks that pink is a great color. See, even Basil and Brady agree. I do agree. Pink is a great color. You're the one who's weird, Kel. Whatever. You said you and Basil were playing that new Pet Rocks game. Maybe I should get into it too. Hey, I know. Why don't we go to Hobbies and check if they have any new stuff? That settles it. One day, I'm gonna dye my hair pink. But maybe not anytime soon. My dad's kind of strict about these things. Still concerned about that home life for Aubrey there. What is it, Brady? Did you want to see the photo? Aww. I guess Cal was in the photo. It looks like he got out of the way of it. He always asks to look at my photo whenever I take pictures of Aubrey. Do I maybe sense a little crush? I feel your ears turning red. Don't worry, I won't say anything. My lips are sealed. Aw, that's adorable. Can we, like, go in the house in this memory? No. Oh, man, it's making me, like, nostalgic for some of my own childhood. Don't worry about us. Catch up in a minute. You remembered the sound of falling rain as it hit your umbrella. It sounded more calming knowing that you were standing next to your best friends. Ah, man. Sometimes it would be nice to go back to the simplicity of childhood. But we've got trauma to mend. And we're almost there. I can feel it. There's just one more thing we need to do. We need to settle our score with Omori. Are you sure you don't want to be in the photo, Brady? Brady's a bit camera shy. We all have those days, don't we? It's okay, Brady. You'll get used to it soon enough. Wow, this cake looks so amazing. You really outdone yourself this time, Hero. Is there anything this boy can't do? Thanks, Hero. I love strawberries. Basil, what are you going to make? Hey, you can't ask that, Aubrey, or else it won't come true. Huh? Is that how it works? And in that case, I wish that Kel would get straight A's in school. Damn. Hey, you can't do that. I wish. But what should I wish for? I have everything I could want right here. That's sweet. Oh, I know. I think I wish for... Just kidding. It's a secret. Oh, I want to know, though. Guys, if we don't hurry, the candles are going to melt. Are we all ready to sing? I bet. Do you want to start us off, Mari? Sure thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Blow out your candles, Basil. Make a wish. Ah, little Sonny Brady took the photo. That's nice. Oh. Be careful with that sharp weapon on the table there. You remembered. Basil smiled as he was about to blow out his birthday candles. But you also remembered. As Basil made his wish, you made one too. At that time, you wished for everyone to be happy. If only it were so simple. Oh, it's not raining anymore. It's snowing. Wow, a new basketball. Thanks, bro. No problem, Kel. You can thank me by doing a little better in school. Damn! Everybody's on his ass! You bet. Okay, Brady, it's time for you to open up your present. This year, you get just one present. From all of us. It probably doesn't look like much, but we all had to save up for it together. Yeah, me and Basil even started selling cookies and lemonade in the summer. And Mari and I took a job at the bakery for a while, if you remember. Wow, they really went all out. And me? I had to deliver newspapers every morning for like 3 months. And you know how much I hate mornings. That's how you know Kel's a real one. We know this might be a lot of pressure, but it's been a while since you quit playing the violin. Mari told us about how you always sit in the room with her when she's practicing the piano. And there was even that one time I caught you trying to play your old mini violin, even though it was too small for you. Anyway, this was Basil's idea, but we all decided to pitch in for a really nice one. So, yeah. We hope you like it, Brady. This is from all of us to you. Ta-da! It's your very own violin. We hope you like it, Brady. Go on and try it out. You felt a tingling in your fingers, as if on its own, your body readied the violin to play. You remembered the anxious feeling in your heart as you played the first note on your new violin. That it scared you, but you didn't mind, because they believed in you, and no matter what, you didn't want to disappoint them, because they were your friends. The violin regained its shape. Okay. Brady, you're finally here. After this point, it's going to be up to you. You know, before we met, I had a lot of trouble fitting in. Even after we all became friends, I always assumed you were going to leave me eventually. God, it's so heartbreaking. But when the others were busy doing things, you always seemed to have time for me. You would listen to me talk for hours and hours. I could always rely on you to do that. I know we've missed out on each other for the past few years, but it doesn't have to stay that way. People always tell me that I'm dense, or that I'm kind of careless. But I'll always be here, if you're okay with that. Brady, we know that you're not someone who likes to take the lead. It's been really hard for you, but you have to put a little bit of trust in us too. Just because you've done something bad doesn't make you bad. You've had to live with this pain for so long, and you've been keeping it all inside. It might be easier to ignore your problems, but it's okay to cry about them too. I agree completely. There's more good times to come. Life gets better, and you can be the one to make that happen. Oh, man. Whatever happens next is going to be your call. But we're here for you, because you want us to be. And we really hope that this isn't goodbye. No matter how far you push your feelings down, they'll always come back somehow. And what you do with those feelings, that will be your truth. Hey, Brady, break a leg for me, all right? You can do this, Brady. I promise to stick with you until the very end. Yeah, I think we'll always be best friends. That's okay with you too, right? I was hoping he would give me one last high five. Whatever you end up choosing, we'll always want what's best for you. Keep us in your thoughts. We'll be cheering you on. So what choice are we making here? We believe in you, Brady. An empty music stand. Do you want to place down your sheet music? Yes. We're going to play. Place the sheet music on the stand. The stage is ready for you. Do you want to play the violin? Yes. Yes, I do. Oh. It's okay. It's okay, little Sonny Brady. The healing hurts. It does. I know it does. Yeah. We were always going to have to do this. After slashing everybody up. Now I'm the one that's about to get slashed up. Oh, the pain! This is what it feels like. Oh, it's retribution for all the slashing and stabbing I've been doing. Oh my god, it's... This is what it feels like. I think we need to balance here. Okay, he's getting more wild with slashing. What do I have here? Heal my wounds and come back stronger. Let's do that. Cherish. You remembered Kel's words. Friends. Friends are supposed to be there for each other. Look at that. Look at that. All right, slash him up, Brady. Omori did not succumb. He's a stubborn one. Attack him 3 times. Oh, it's so peaceful, the slashing this time. You've caused so much suffering, yet you do nothing. And you've earned nothing in return. It's not true. Ooh, I think, I need to cherish. You remembered Aubrey's wish. I hope you can find some peace, or, you know, some happiness. I don't want to be slashed up by Omori. It's painful. Your friends will never forgive you. They'll abandon you like you did them. And that's what you deserve. We've done the work. We've done the work, Omori. You're powerless to affect us. Omori did not succumb. You tell yourself that you don't want to burden others, but the truth is that you're selfish. You just don't want people to depend on you. You have to come back stronger. You remembered Hero's promise. Last time, we made the mistake of leaving each other when we needed each other the most. This time, we stayed together. What do you think about others? Or when do you think about others? How long are you going to let people take care of you? You say you care, but you're a liar. You've never done anything for anyone else. You're useless. Less than useless. You're sick. Oh, the words hurt more than the cutting. People like you don't deserve to live. I don't know if I believe this coming from Omori. I think that this is desperation. I think that he's a part of us that maybe he's willing to accept that there isn't a way that both of us can go on, because Omori is ultimately denial, and we're done with that. I'm sorry, Omori, but I gotta slash you up. Omori did not succumb. Oh man, things are getting tough. I remembered Basil's hope. Maybe one day, things can go back to the way they were before. Your friends are wrong about you. The person they love isn't you at all. You let them believe in a lie to protect yourself. This is all of the stuff invading Sunny's mind that the the self-esteem is protecting him against. We can see that Omori is not surviving this, though. He's not holding up. You're nothing but a liar, and when they see the truth, they'll hate you as much as you hate yourself. Before, when we met Omori, he wasn't interested in dialogue. He's talking now, but this isn't what it's supposed to look like. If they knew the truth, you'll never be able to regain their trust. No matter what you do, it'll be hopeless. All you do is make things worse. It'd be better to just die. Come on, little Sonny Brady. You're stronger than this. Are you just gonna fucking take that? This negative self-talk? Okay, it's getting dicey. I don't know how much more slashing I can take, though. Slash him up, Brady. Give him a dose of his own medicine. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's brutal. Come on. Come on. Slash him. Get him. Yeah, you can't say that Omori's a quitter. That's true. Come on, Brady, power up. You remember Mari's request. You'll forgive yourself. Won't you, Brady? You killed Mari. She loved you and you killed her. Come on, little Sonny Brady. We've been fighting for this. Hiro loved her and you killed her. Aubrey loved her and you killed her. God, it's so... Kel loved her and you killed her. Come on. Come on. We can withstand this. This is nothing. Basil loved her and you killed her. Just putting everything we have. You loved her and you killed her. Not giving up. How much more of this can we take, though? You should just die. Oh, shit. Do you want to continue? Yes. Oh, we we did not succumb. Let's go. Oh, yes. I'm so proud of little Sunny Brady. You know, there was a time in my life where things got pretty dark as well. And it wasn't quite to what we just saw, but I definitely know what it's like to have a really negative relationship with yourself. And for how you talk to yourself to be really harsh and unforgiving and unrelenting. And it turned out that the hardest solution was also the easiest one, which is that I needed to change that. I needed to change how I talked to myself. Uh, and so I started with that, literally. I brought this up earlier in the playthrough that, like, I've I've attempted every coping skill in the book at this point. And some of them work for me and some of them don't, but there's only one that I've been doing since 4 years ago or so that I cannot imagine my life without, which is I talk to myself every single day. I take up my phone, sometimes it's a voice recorder, and I just talk. And I started doing that 4 years ago when just being in my head was not a healthy place to be all the time. And the purpose was not to learn to talk to myself better. I just literally could not think straight. I was so depressed and so blocked in my thinking that I literally could not think straight. And I just found talking a little easier. And so I would turn on my voice recorder and just go. And that just helped me kind of get out of my head a little bit. And I started doing that for maybe about a year before I ever like listened to any of them. Uh, I think I had talked about some idea that I had wanted to return to or wanted to remember. And so I went back and listened to some of the recordings, and I had a very strange reaction to that, which is that when I listened to it, I realized that it was very negative. The tone of my voice and how I talked to myself, and there was a lot of the kind of stuff that Omori was saying to little Sonny Brady there. Maybe a little less intense. I wasn't, wishing violence upon myself, thankfully, but definitely not giving myself a break on anything either, and very blameful about all of the things that were going wrong in my life. And listening to my own voice be that critical and harsh, it kind of broke something in my brain. And by that, I mean it broke a barrier that kind of allowed me to start actually empathizing. Because listening to myself talk like that, I didn't have this feeling that was like, yeah, fucking get him, Brady. You really let yourself have it. Like, I felt like really repelled by what I was hearing. And my instinct to empathize with someone in danger and in trouble and essentially being bullied was triggered, but it was for myself, actually. Like, that's who I was talking to and about. And so then the voice recordings became something else. I started to want to change how I talked about my life and talked to myself through things with a little bit more of that empathy. And I've been doing it ever since, and it completely changed my life, and I could never stop doing it now. So when I say, like, be good to yourself at the end of these videos, I really mean it. I think that this is the most important place to start if you're struggling. Because there's so much you're not in control of that's affecting your life. And I know it's hard if you really have things you hold against yourself, especially in like Sonny Brady's case. But just because it's hard, that doesn't mean don't start. Doesn't mean don't try to communicate and start that dialogue and see if you can find some empathy for yourself and start building on that. Because for me, it was the way out as I started to realize that this just wasn't working for me. I mean, being that hard and critical on myself, it wasn't fixing any of the problems in my life. And it certainly wasn't making me feel better about them or have the capacity or willingness to change them. I thought I had to be a hard ass, otherwise I wouldn't be motivated or something. But it turns out that that doesn't fucking work. And that when you are actually kind to yourself, you have more energy to do the things you need to. Imagine that. It didn't happen overnight. It wasn't easy to find that empathy every single day. But 4 years later, it is easier. And I do think that it starts with awareness to know that that's happening. I didn't even know that it was happening. I never thought about my self relationship before that. Didn't consider it that important, let's say. But when I became aware of it, I accepted it and I worked on it and things started to change. And my life is very different. And my inner life is very, very different than what it was all that time ago. Like I said, I can't go back. I literally cannot imagine my life not doing this. And I do it every single day. And it's had a profound impact on how I view the world and myself and how I live in it. And, that's my method. I think that talking and listening are how relationships change. And so that works for me. But maybe it's something different for you. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's drawing. I just think you need some way to self reflect and to get outside of yourself a bit. Because if you don't, you run the risk of having a relationship that looks like Sunny and Omori's, which takes conflict to resolve. And I think that there's a way for it to be more collaborative than that. I do think that self empathy is the solution. I can't guarantee it'll be easy, but I can guarantee that it will work if you can find it. My friends in Shadow Basil. Should I go see Basil first? Or maybe my friends first? Oh, I can't. I guess we do have to say goodbye to Headspace friends. Where are the parents? I had to get one more of them in. I have to tell you something. So we finally came clean. Healing! Today has been very rough. I don't even exactly know why. But I know that I just have to persevere through it. There's a way out of this. There has to be. It's hard for me to see people who are out on their own, successful, because I look around at what I'm doing at 27 and I think, gosh, what do I have to show from it? Nothing. It's been a while since I've made one of these and talked with myself a bit. I continue to do this, I don't know, just because I don't have anyone else to talk to about it. I don't know, that maybe I'll look back one day on these recordings and it will mean something that I found a way to be happy again. I am tired of feeling upset and down and demotivated and demoralized. I'm tired of having these moments where I say, I'm going to commit to this new routine, and then it fizzles out. I'm just tired of that. There's only time and my own laziness in between that. So just fucking do it. Stop whining. Stop whining, like, about how nothing is moving forward. Like, if I take a step back and observe what I've been doing, yeah, no shit, it hasn't been moving forward. This time I'm not angry at my situation, I'm angry at myself. Like, what am I doing? It's pathetic. You know, I wish for 2023 or 2024 Brady to be able to say to me now that, hey, things are gonna work out and it's not gonna be so bad. I'm certainly doing better now than a few months ago, but I've basically just lost a whole year of time just figuring out what the fuck I'm going to do. You know, I wish I had I wish I had better things to show for the last 5 years. I just wish things weren't so fucked up. And as much as I think I'm over it, I'm just not. You know, there are days where I'm still feeling really sad and really down and really demotivated. But I'm just gonna let it take its time and keep at it. I think this is basically enough to reflect on. I even remember to check on this in 5 years. I just hope you're doing better. And most of all, that you're being good to yourself.